Hi, I'm Lisa Anderson of Exceptional Living Coach, and today's video is all about the Focus Journal. And the Focus Journal is a really wonderful blend of a tool called the Bullet Journal, which I highly recommend. You can find out more about it at bulletjournal.com, and some questions that you ask yourself at the beginning and the end of the month that will help you stay focused on your dream, keep it alive, and keep making forward progress on it. Here's my Focus Journal. It's just as you can see, it's small, and you probably can't see that it's, well, there we go. You might see some grids. I like that particular method, and here's a sample Focus Journal, and it's just lines, and that also works. You're going to have to find what works for you. And you can see, again, the size it's not that big. I recommend about 5 by 7. I like having it spiral bound so that it can lay flat. And let's go through the parts of the Focus Journal. First off, you're going to see an index. Here's mine. And that's just your table of contents. It's just a way for you to be able to find things later on. And you'll notice that there's a page number. No matter where you are, I've put a page number on the bottom of the page. Okay, and I tend to do it here and here. All right, so your vision, I like to leave about, I think 1 or 2 pages is plenty. If your journal is a bit longer, you may choose to leave more pages. If you write really big, you might want to use more pages. But I am a year and a half later on this journal, and I am still only halfway through the first page, just to give you an idea. Okay, I also like leaving space as the second item to put in your mission. If you have a mission, great, put it in. That's your why. What's so important about your dream, and it's your purpose for being here on the planet. And it might be something that you do with me as a coach, or perhaps you've done some work elsewhere and you have a mission. The next thing I like to put in there is a 3 to 5 year vision, where you see yourself being in 3 to 5 years, but not just, this is where I'd like to be. It's more like, yes, I can't wait to tell you this is what I've been doing the last 5 years. It's something that you're really genuinely excited about. And in that process of chunking down, I then like to do a 1 year vision so that you can start the process of chunking it down. All right, next you're going to see, and I think 1 page for each of those is plenty. Next is the future log. This is an extremely important part of the Focus Journal. And this is where you can see that I've got 3 different months here. And, flip the page, and I've got 3 more, and 3 more. And the next page around is the next 3. And this is where you put all the things that you're not going to do this month that you're starting the Focus Journal. So that way, if you know you need to do something 3 months from now, you can drop it in the appropriate month and then just forget about it. It just frees up your mind. And you want to start the Focus Journal on the following month. If you're starting the Focus Journal in November, start your future log in December. So in your first page, you would have December, January, February. In the second page, you would have March, April, May. Some people like to do it this way, a more vertical approach. Whichever way you find most appealing, please use that. This is very customizable. All right, the next thing that I like to do is beginning of the month question. So this is where you start your month. This sample bullet journal happens to start in September. And so I like to start by asking, what's my focus or intention for the month? And these are big ideas, like be healthier, make more money, be happier at work. They're not specific outcomes. They're more nebulous. So that's what I would call a focus or intention. And the next question is, what big goals do you want to make happen this month? I like those to be goals that support the focus that I just mentioned. So for example, if I said be healthier, some of the goals might be walk 3 times a week, go swimming once this month. If it's make more money, a goal might be sign up a new client, for example. All right, now if you are a business owner, listen to the next two questions, and this is where you put down the income goal for the month, and then how are you going to get it? I'm going to sell this many products that are valued at this much, and that would be the total, and this many services, and then make sure that this number here adds up to this one here. Okay, and then the next business owner question is, how do you plan to invest in yourself or your business this month? Okay, now back to questions for everybody. What support do you need to make them happen? Maybe you need to ask somebody for some help with something, or maybe you just need to, ask your spouse to support you in walking, for example, 3 times a week. And then how you reward yourself. This is a fun one. For me, the answer always ends up being massage, but you'll have your own answer. Okay, now we start the monthly log next. And I get all those beginning of the month questions right here on one page. I don't write the whole question out. I just write intention or focus and goals. Okay, so then we're going to start the monthly log, which is what do I need to do to make my goals happen? And so I just get a whole list going of everything that I need to do in support of those bigger goals. And there might be other things on there. There might be some unrelated things, but the focus of this is how am I going to make those goals happen? If I want to make more money, what are the things that I need to do to make more money? What are the goals that need to happen for that? The smaller steps. These can be small projects, or they can be specific action steps. Either way is fine. If it's a small project, you'll start breaking it down anyway. Okay, once you do that, then you move on to the daily log, which is where you start. And this one, again, started in September. So this starts on September 1st. You put all your tasks and your appointments in for the day that you want to accomplish. And tasks, I put a dot. Appointments, I put a circle, just like the bullet journal. And I don't even start September 2nd until I'm done with September 1st. I like to look at, when I'm done with the day, I like to look at what it is that I want to accomplish the next day. And so I'll go ahead and get this started. And then as the day goes on, I may add a few more items. Now, when you accomplish a task, you put an X through that dot. When you complete the appointment, you put an X through that circle. If you don't get it done, but you plan on doing it tomorrow, you put an arrow going that way. And if you think you're not going to get it done until next month, you put an arrow going that way, which means you're going to go backwards and put it in the future log. Okay, and we don't cross things out. The only time you cross things out in a focus journal is if you decide, it's been there for a while and you're not doing it, and you look at it and you go, I don't really want to do it. I had keyword research in mind for a couple of months, and I finally said, Lisa, you're not going to do it. Cross it out. That was a relief. But that's the only time you cross it out, if you just realize you're not going to do it. Okay, so once you're done with the daily log, and they go all the way here to the end of September. All right, then I have end of the month questions. And that, what are your wins? What worked? What happened? What did you accomplish? That's the first question. The next one is, well, what didn't work? What sucked? What was terrible? And then the next one, which is really great, which is what lessons did you learn? This is where you get to do some course corrections. And then finally, what are you grateful for? That's a really awesome way to end your month. And then when I'm done filling those out at the end of the month, I just flip the page over and then I get started and I get my beginning of the month questions done at the same time. And it takes me only about 10-15 minutes to get those both done. It sounds complex, but if you just break it down piece by piece, it's actually really simple. And when I use this, I am way more productive. I get so much more done and focus done, not just, I get the house clean, but I actually get work done on my business that I might, not otherwise get around to conveniently. So there's also in the bullet journal, if you watch the video on that, it's only 4 minutes, it's worth it. He talks about collections. And so a collection could be a list of books that you want to read or movies you want to watch or business ideas or, how you want to divvy up your will or something like that. And you can just put that in your table of contents on a page that it corresponds to. So you can actually plop that down right in the middle of the month. It's no big deal. Or you can flip a bunch of pages down and do it later. Any way you want to do it is good. All right, I've talked long enough. That's 10 minutes. I hope that's enough to make the focus journal a lot easier to understand. Take care and best wishes. Let me know how it's going, okay? Bye-bye.